Today I got a special guest. I've known this guy ever since I was 15. He needs no introduction. Paul Crenshaw.
When they talking something they don't know, they haven't been there.
You almost can't blame them for what they say because they don't know.
No.
I heard a guy say one time, don't listen to what people say, watch what they do.
That's it.
Because what they say is messed up.
Yeah. Well, your lifestyle tell you about the type of person you are.
Even if it's, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, however a guy's living or what he's basically doing as a rule, not the offshoots, I guess, but just as a rule.
No.
Do you remember when we first met?
Yeah.
I bet you don't.
I think it was at Cook Food Store.
It was Cook Food Store.
Yeah.
Do you remember, let's see, I was 15.
Yeah, you. And I was a little bit old. I was older.
Well, did you put up...
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk, that's right.
I put up Mayfield milk.
Mayfield milk, I remember.
And I never will forget, you was there. You probably didn't hear. As a little white boy come up and say, what kind of milk you put up? I said, they won't let me put up chocolate.
Whenever you read a story in the newspaper or see something on television about somebody getting arrested, you naturally assume they're guilty. Unless the story's about you or someone you love, then you'll think differently. And you'll want a lawyer who will defend you. My name's Scott Canavis. If you or someone you love has been charged with a crime, call me. I'll return your phone calls, I'll work on your case, and I will defend you.
Did you remember Clyde that worked in the produce?
Yeah.
Clyde Haney.
Clyde Haney. Mm-hmm.
He'd stand at the buggy and cut lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked under him. I was the assistant to the assistant produce manager.
Yeah. You was way down, but you would come up.
I would come up. I asked him one time, I said, Clyde, I said, he left at 4, and I was in charge of watering the produce,
yeah,
and wiping down and I made this chart that what I was going to do when he left,
Uh-huh.
And he said, he talked out of the side of his mouth like this. He said, Dee, he said, it's your judgment, use it as you can. Or he says, it's your discretion, use it as you want.
Oh.
Something like that.
Yes.
In other words, it didn't matter, just try to stay busy.
Yes. Whatever please you.
Do you remember that guy that worked with him? I can't remember his name. And he smoked, and he always had kind of a nervous twitch. Fairly young. I guess he was young at the time, but I can't remember. I think he died.
Yeah. Bunch of them.
About how old were you then?
I guess I was about, I don't know, I was in my early 20s, I guess. I imagine I was. Man, I had so many.
How old are you now?
85.
85?
Yeah.
Well, you're in good shape for 85.
I got a pretty good memory. But so many things slip away, but they come back,
So you were older than that, because if I'm 58, 68, 78, 27 years older than me, I was 15.
You was 15?
I was 15.
Okay.
So you would have been 35.
I could have been. I could have been. See, what's tricky about the age, sometimes you can be in a position that your age don't call for. I mean, you know, and the way I work, you really can't say how old I am unless I tell you, because I got a pretty good health record, and I'm pretty good on my sense. And
You look
I
about
live-
77, something like that.
Yeah.
You get around
Yeah.
about like 73.
Yeah, right. That's what my doctors. I got 5 doctors, and I keep in touch with them. And
Do you think it's important to go to the doctor like we all go, or is it just?
no, it's important
So what have they fixed on you?
to keep doing what I do.
So they hadn't really fixed nothing.
No, we just talk,
Yeah.
but I pay for the talk.
Yeah.
But they love me because I don't make a big hassle over
Yeah.
anything. My body stayed pretty well in tune because
What do you think? What do you attribute that to? Were your parents?
clean living. Oh, I attribute that to my mother. You know, my father, he was gone all the time. He's gone all the time. So I had 3 brothers, but 2 of them went into the service, said they go send money home. Some of them did, sometimes they didn't. But I was a breadwinner.
Were you the youngest?
No. I got a sister. She's still living. My sister died, and I got a sister still living, and I got a brother still living, and they both younger than me.
Were y'all from Charleston?
No, we come from Birmingham, and from Birmingham we Daddy. That's before Daddy left. We settled in Birmingham, Chattanooga.
So when did you come to Cleveland, Tennessee? Well, how old were you?
I was real young. Yeah, I guess I was about 6 or 7 years old.
So you've been here your whole life, for all part.
Yeah.
Why'd he leave?
What-
Did he have a job or what?
Who, my-
Your dad?
Well, he like a bunch of daddy. Have so many kids and gone.
Might have just
That's
scared him.
it.
Might have just scared him to death.
Yeah.
That's a big pressure.
Yeah.
Kids.
But I made a vow that I'd go take care of my mama. I sure did.
Did you ever see him anymore?
Yeah. When he died, after he died, and Chattanooga called us, and I never will forget that. Yeah, he died. And I guess he was about 80 years old. I don't know, but I had to be the breadwinner.
So you came. So did y'all move to Charleston when you came to
Yeah.
Cleveland?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your property up there close to Stacy's? Is that you have a house
No,
there?
I live in Riceford, 323 County Road. That's right out about 3 miles from Bowater, right off on the highway. Kurt Carmichael. Do you know Kurt Carmichael?
I know.
The farm up there?
Yeah, Russ Carmichael.
Yeah, Russ.
Yeah.
He's my neighbor.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, the house was built for him, but they got in some kind of argument, and J.W. Kilbo, I took care of his wife at the hospital, and so see how things happen. He said, I got a house up there in Riceville that I would like for you and your wife to look at it. See how the Lord bless you
Yeah.
when you do things?
Did you get a good deal on it or what?
Yeah, 45,000.
I remember JW.
Yeah, I made just about that in Wall River.
Now tell me about that. When you came to Charleston at 6, what was your mother doing?
Oh, well, she was a preacher, and she did housework for rich people, you know, like the Lowrys,
Yeah.
W.L. Lefford, mom,
Well, she
daddy.
worked for like T.L. Lowry?
Yeah, no, she worked for people in Charleston.
Oh, yeah. I
The
see.
banker,
Yeah.
Paul Rogers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't have a car, so they'd pick her up, and, you know. But after I got a certain age, things started happening.
Now, tell me how you got involved in Wild River. Now, Wild River is that's a real movie.
Yeah.
It was starring
Montgomery Clift,
Montgomery,
Lee Remick,
Montgomery Clift and Lee Remick.
and Joe Van Fleet.
Was this Joe Van Fleet right here?
No,
Can you get that, Glenn?
that's a movie star. You see him on Gunsmoke and a bunch of
Oh,
them
I see him
pictures.
on Gunsmoke a bunch.
Yeah.
So right there is Paul. He's in the movie Wild River, just pumping gas.
Mm-hmm.
What were you? How old were you there?
About 19 or 28, somewhere in the teens. Somewhere
And
in
so-
the teens.
This is the newspaper ad
Yeah.
of Wild River.
Mm-hmm.
How long were they in Charles? How long were they here?
I actually don't know. You really have to figure it up, you know, because some of them left early and some didn't, you know.
Hey, Glenn, get this right here. Let me see.
I say that. Let's see.
So autographs. So you signed your autograph.
I had to. Shoot, thanks.
So right there's Paul. Mm-hmm. Well, you look mean.
That's the way they wanted me to look.
You had several parts in the movie.
Oh.
That wasn't just that one part.
No.
Were you on supposedly the island that they were
Yeah.
on? See, I thought I saw you sitting over on the bank.
I was on the bank and I was on the raft, pulling the raft across
Yeah.
and back and forth.
Now,
And
why does it say see Joe Rogers in Wild? Oh, I guess Joe Rogers was in it too,
yeah,
right?
he was in it, Joe Rogers.
What was his part? Was it Joe Rogers?
They was mostly in the post office.
The
Bunch of
scene-
them was wrapping mail and doing stuff like that. I got the parts that you move. I had to be outside. I wanted that boost money.
Did you ever meet Bruce Dern?
Oh, I met all of them.
Bruce Dern was always opposite of John Wayne.
Yeah.
He was always the bad guy.
Yeah. He was in the Cowboys.
The
Did
Cowboys,
you?
yeah.
Yeah, did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
talked
first
to
movie.
him. He was a nice guy. Man, you had to really sit down and talk to him. I catch him walking and talking to him. They something else.
Well, I got in an argument with somebody. I said Bruce Dern was in that movie, and they said he wasn't, but he was.
Yeah,
'cause
he was. He was in it.
Did you? Now he had not gotten big popular at that point.
Not at that time.
Yeah, but it came real soon after.
After.
Like real soon.
Yeah.
Because he was in Guns. He
Oh.
was in The Fugitive.
He's in a bunch of pictures. He
Bunches.
got famous, but
He's still
this
alive.
guy, is he still
I
alive?
think he's still alive. And this guy here, he was.
He played in a bunch of pictures too.
He never was as. I don't know. He was pretty popular though, wasn't he?
Not like the other guy.
But I guess
though.
Bruce Dern probably
Yeah,
became the
he
most
yeah.
popular.
And you said he's still living.
I think he's still living, if I'm
I'm
not
gonna
mistaken.
have somebody check on that. I got a friend.
I'm gonna
that
call
can-
him and say, "Hey,
yeah.
we got a former cast member here who wants."
I think all these people. I know all these people dead. They gone.
See, that was before. Was that? That was,
Harris, this Harris girl that she played in it. I just wonder if she was the little girl of Lee Remick.
oh, is that right?
Yeah, she was a little girl. If you,
That's right. And that's Bill Harris's wife.
Yeah.
Or was Bill Harris's?
Yeah. And I wonder if she's still living.
She's not. She's not.
Huh?
She passed away.
Because I know the.
And I
Yes.
think that was.
It's a bunch of them gone.
Don Harris's
Yeah.
mother and sister.
Yeah.
Don wasn't in it, probably.
Yeah. Because I think you remember Ed Harris Curve up there?
Yeah.
That's where they They all come from.
Did they stay in Cleveland, or did they stay in Charleston, or how'd that work?
Well, Harrison went back to their home. I mean, the old home
Yeah.
place. But the Stars had trailers.
But now, how did you get on it?
How did I get?
Yeah, I mean, of all the people.
That's a God thing. I'm gonna show you how. My mother, she had a letter, and the post office was around the corner from the gas station. You go up
In Charleston.
In Charleston. You go up and cross the street. It's the post office. It was still operation while they was filming the Fall River.
Where was the post office?
It was where did you ever see the gas station? Where the gas station, you have to get down there and ride around and see. The gas station is still there.
Is that where that's not where the fire trucks are. The police station is it?
No.
Is it
no,
before you get to that or after?
That's downtown.
Okay.
You have to
So
get
are you talking about more towards the railroad track?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the gas station. Oh, I know the gas station. They got a canoe sign on the door.
Yeah, there you go. The
So
girl bought that. She bought all that and thought after Wall River, she shouldn't have done it, but she thought she'd go have a canoe,
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Not there.
It didn't work. No.
So that was where you're.
That
That right here is where you're pumping the gas.
well, that's where
guess.
I'm at.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. So the
on
backwater.
Depot Street.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah,
where it
yeah.
is. Yeah.
And across the street was the post office.
Post office. You go up, and if you pass the post office, you come to the hotel where they had a fight.
In the movie.
In the movie.
Yeah, right.
Okay. My mother told me take the mail to the post office, and so I didn't realize they was filming that. I didn't pay no attention.
So where
Then
was she at when she told you to do that?
We was at the house.
Where was your house?
See, you got Charleston is divided up by the railroad.
Yeah.
The black used to live over where Stacy at. Where you on the corner.
Yeah, Bates Lane and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah.
The white live on opposite side. You see?
So you were.
Yeah, I live where the white live. See? And so when I got the letter, I would have to come straight down the road, cross the highway, keep straight, and then turn right.
Cross the highway. You mean not the highway at the time?
No.
Just that Depot Street.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen a lot in Charleston, hadn't you?
Yeah.
All right, so you're walking the mail to the post office.
Yeah. And while I was walking the mail, they had a bread line. See, 20th century, they could not find the people to make a bread line.
What's a bread line?
That's where they served the government bread.
Oh, like cheese?
Cheese, bread. Okay, they went to Cleveland. Don't you remember, Cleveland used to have what you call a gum holler.
Gum holler, yep, I remember.
That's where they picked up the people. So they brought them up there to make the picture, the bread line. So I had to go through the bread line to get to the post office. And when I was going through the bread line, a little white boy said, "Watch that dog." I can't keep him. I won't forget. He said, "Watch that darky." And I hollered, "Where'd he go?" And it looked like it. And Ellie Kazane saw that while he was filming at the gas station.
He thought that was funny.
Yeah, he thought that was funny.
Yeah.
So I heard him. See, I got good ears. Said, "Follow that guy and see if he like to play in the picture." So they followed me. I watched him. Two guys had on black suits, followed me to the post office and asked me, said, the main man, Ellie Kazane, asked me, would I like to play in the Pictual River? I said, sure. That's the way I got it.
And so what was that going, like 12 weeks or something?
Huh?
How long did that go on?
I'd say about three months. The plant, you talking about making the picture?
Yeah.
About 3 to 4 months.
So they just call you and say, hey, but of course you
Well, I was there all the time. I created other jobs while I was waiting on them to call, play different parts. He told me, Ellie Kazane said, hang around. So what I was going to do, hang around,
Yeah.
see what people need. Coffee, place of one check, look for many checks. That's what I did.
What'd you do? Give them coffee? How much did you?
I charged him $100. Montgomery Cliff, I asked him, I went to him, I talked to him. I said, what kind of habits do you have? He said, I like liquor. I said, do you have any problem getting the liquor? He said, yeah. I said, I can get it to you. And I said, how you want it? Hot, cool, or what? He said, cool. Yeah, the river come in my mind, put it in a tow sack, anchored, then pull it out that morning. And I said, what time you want to have the liquor? He said, about 8 o'clock. I said, I'll be there early.
So he was drinking that early in the morning?
Yeah, he was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I kept his liquor, $100 a week. So I went to Lee Remick. If you can get one, you can get two.
Yeah.
So I asked Lee Remick, what does she like? She said, coffee. I said, what color? Milk chocolate or like me? You know. And she said, like you. I said, okay. I said, Montgomery Cliff paying me $100 a week. What can you? She said, I can do the same. So I went to Joe Van Fleet. This is true. You can check the record. And I asked her, what kind of habits did she have in the morning? She said, donuts. I said,
where'd you get the donuts?
I went to the bakery. Man.
They have a bakery there then?
No. Went to Cleveland.
Oh.
Man, I had cars and everything. Man, they paying for this stuff.
Yeah.
You don't let that go. That's a one-time deal.
When they left, did you feel empty?
No, I done saved a bunch of money. No, I didn't feel empty. I had done created enough things to keep me going.
Were you thinking maybe they'll call me for another movie?
They asked me. The light went out in Georgia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and the Kazane.
Yeah.
I told them I couldn't make it. Yeah, I could have been there.
How come you couldn't make it?
Well, my mother, she by herself.
Oh.
I couldn't do that. Yeah. I had a home built. Jones built a home. Yeah, I took care of my mother before she died. Mm-hmm. That's the reason I get blessings. See? Yeah. I loved it.
How long has she been gone?
Oh, she been gone. I guess ain't no telling. I can't even think about it.
Well, when you went to work for Cooks, was that wasn't one of your first public jobs, was it?
No, I had many jobs. Cooks, worked for Red Food Store.
Did you work directly for Cooks or for Mayfield?
I worked a little for Mayfield, but I got regular jobs working for Mayfield. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, I can take one job and blow up 3 or 4. Most people can't even work one job. I got that super energy. Anybody tell you that?
You have always worked. You know, when my wife went to work for the hospital, I'd come over there and pick her up in the evening, and you were there. Me and you talked because you were doing janitorial work there, and I had seen you at Cooks. Remember Mo Chief at Cooks? You ever remember Mo Chief? He had 3 fingers, and he burned boxes in the back. He'd put them in the boxes.
Yeah, whatever happened to him?
He died, in fact, a strange story. So I was pretty good friends with him, and got sick and went to the hospital, and I sat there with him for like 4 days.
Yeah.
Really wasn't nobody from the family there.
Yeah.
And I went in one morning, and he was gone.
Yeah.
And the next day, his son called me to be a pallbearer, and I went, and I was a pallbearer, and it was a regular, nice funeral, and hadn't seen none of them since.
Yeah. You know what I always liked about you?
What's that?
You never was racist.
I've never even thought about it.
I know.
Can you tell if somebody is and they don't act like it?
Mm-hmm. I can pull it out.
See, I don't even think that way. I don't know why that is.
I know you know. I know you know.
And it's not something I was taught or not taught. It's just my parents never were that way either. They never was.
I never did see that in you. I guess that's the reason I always liked you.
Well, you always worked. You always worked of the evenings too.
Yeah, that's what I do. Of course, I work in the morning too. People don't see me. See, my regular routine for about 40 years would work 4 hours and sleep about 5. Get that sleep in some kind of way. But
Do you think that's what kept you out of a lot of trouble?
no, I never was cut out for trouble. I always, I set my goals. See, God is first in my life. God is first. And he supply all my needs. And what are my needs? Well, see, most people, lots of people, I don't say most people, lots of people, they'll see a new car and they really don't have the potentials to get that new car. What I mean, they're work ethics. See, whatever you see, you got to have the workforce to get it. Mm-hmm. You see? Mm-hmm. And most people fall short on that part.
So many people inherit it.
Well, they can't keep it though.
That is true, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because somebody will get it that's been working.
There you go.
And if they live it long enough, the guy working will get it.
Yeah. But see, lazy people, they don't have a work ethic, but they see a lot that they want, and they try to figure how to shortchange and get it.
Shortcuts.
Yeah.
But all those jobs, you weren't like making tons of money on the jobs. It was just regular jobs, or how would you classify it?
It was regular job to produce a little bit to pay on so many things. Mm-hmm. See, them jobs, I was there regular, and the money was a little bit, but it was regular.
Regular's a big deal.
There you go. There you go. So I helped my family, my mother first, and I put the church. Well, my church was always first. I always put money into church.
Was your mother always raised in the church? Was that something y'all?
Yeah, no, yeah, she's always raised in church, and I always was the closest one to her.
Did y'all go to church up there?
Yeah, we went to church wherever we was at. Yeah.
Where do you go up there now?
I go to Life Light. It's a church in Athens. Oh. Yeah.
That's a whole other direction.
Well,
I figured you might.
I used to go to Church Alive.
Where's Harry Johnson go up there?
He go to the Presbyterian Church in Charleston, right up above Stacy.
Where's Carl Collins go? Didn't he go over there?
No, I don't know where he really goes. I don't.
I think he goes across the street.
Yeah. Colin is a quiet person.
He's quiet.
You don't know what he's thinking, while he's thinking.
And he's kind of sneaky, isn't he?
Oh, man.
I had lunch with him.
When they make a move, you'll know it then.
Whatever he'll buy,
he was thinking.
whatever he'll buy, I'll take 2 of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's a good man. I don't know. I'm the type of person. I never did want to be rich. I always wanted to be wealthy.
Do you think you're going after more independence than it is wealth?
Yeah,
Because there is a difference.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I don't desire to be wealthy. Now, playing that movie, putting up milk, doing stuff, coming down here and talk to you, I love it. See, I let things go, just come talk to you
I'm
because that's how important you are. I like what you do.
Well, you've always impressed me by just working, just consistent working.
I don't let up. See,
How did you get the job at the hospital?
what was it?
Did you work at Cleveland Community?
Yeah, I worked there too.
See, that's
I did.
my mother worked there,
Yeah.
and my wife worked there in the dietitian department,
Yeah.
or in the cafeteria. They call
Cafeteria,
it.
yeah, she good, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember your wife. She's always good.
She's always nice.
Yeah, she is.
Now,
She's not racist.
None.
No. Did you know I made a point to be around some wealthy white folks to see if they pressed it? Now, I would. I
It's
just
still
do that.
it's still out there.
Yeah, it's
still out there.
I know. But
Cause see, I'll see it before you do.
yeah,
I mean, I won't sense it, but I can see it.
See
You
it.
probably sense it.
I
can
sense it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, when the blacks lived on one side of the
Yeah.
road and the white, you lived on the.
but you see which way the white moving now on Stacy's side. See that?
Oh, I know it.
Huh?
I know it.
Every house that the blacks don't pay tax, the white move in.
It's one of the few places you can afford it now, and you can't even afford it over there now.
Yeah, but see, I try to, I help Stacy. I don't have to work down Stacy.
Well, see, what's funny is here I am. I've been doing my thing. You've been doing your thing.
Yeah.
And I start going into Stacy's to eat.
Yeah.
And there you are.
Yeah,
Now, what's y'all's relationship?
I'm his uncle. His mama was my sister. See, she was 1 year older when she died than me. See, and
So Stacy is your nephew.
yeah, he one of them. He got a brother.
What's his last name?
Keith Crenshaw, Keith. Yeah. But
Boy, he's got good food. Has he always been? What's he put on the chicken?
I don't know. He don't let nobody see his recipe. That's what he is.
But you know, it's.
I'm there just to have fun.
But what are you doing there? You just helping
I
out?
wash dishes. I do the lowest thing there and mop. And they say, my wife, I have to pay her $10 a day. I pay her so she'd be quiet.
She's still living?
Who, my wife? Yeah. She's in Atlanta with my son now. She'd be home to collect them tens.
You've always used her kind of as a joke. I know it's always a joke, but
Yeah. Her mother-in-law, I always made jokes out of her.
yeah.
Yeah. Bought a water bed, now we can't find my father-in-law. But
Now, what did you do between Wild River and working at Cook's? Why didn't you go to? Did you go to a factory?
no. Yeah. I worked at what was it? Eaton. Yeah, I worked at Eaton about 15 years. But it wasn't just work, it was just having fun, cleaning up the place. I clean up place and crack jokes.
Now, when you left Eaton, you're sort of an independent type guy too.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not really a conformist, so that factory work wouldn't have worked
Not
real
with me.
well.
No, and I worked at Olin. See there? I've been there. Bowater, been there. Yeah.
But you
And
did.
reason I quit Olin, they said my hair was turning white, and I had to quit.
Did you?
I figured go get my skin. Then there go the food stamps.
Do you always feel like you could make more working for yourself?
It's not making more, it's what I go do with it after I made more. That was the important part.
What was your thing? Paying off debt or what?
No, I didn't worry about that. It was taking care of people, you know, giving them something, putting in church. I always try to help people. Yeah. Like I told you, I'm over at helping Stacy. I don't have to do that. I have fun. When I help people, I have fun.
How long's he been open there?
I don't know, about 5 years.
So who had it before? I went in there before.
Joe Boy.
It was a
Moore's.
It was a barbecue place.
Moore's. Yeah, Moore's. And we slightly kin to the Moores. Mm-hmm. Stacy going to have barbecue. Yeah.
Well, he has barbecue chicken on Fridays, doesn't he?
No, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday.
He's not open Mondays.
No. And that's the reason I took it, so I could stay in the bed about 11 o'clock.
Because you got to have a break from those. He's not open Saturdays. It
That's
closes
the reason
at
I
2.
took it, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why people don't like to work.
Don't you think it's therapy?
Yeah. More people just hate to get up, just hate to work.
I think that working is therapy.
Yeah.
Because what else you going to do?
That's what I'm saying. Now,
You can't snow ski every day.
Now, why? And young people getting off them. They don't.
I don't know what it is. Can you imagine going to work at Cook's bagging groceries at 15 now?
No, man.
And I didn't have to then I was wanting to buy a car, but you know.
Them boys ain't gonna do what you did.
I mean, it was just normal. It wasn't normal. It wasn't that I was even doing anything abnormal.
No.
But I don't even think they have bag boys now. That's the other thing. What would they do? Remember Conrad Day? Well, he could pop them bags, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Paper sacks.
Well, you don't find nobody popping them down.
They can't. No, it's plastic.
And you might have to pay for that.
You know, I saw Kenny Hickman last night. You don't remember him, do you?
No, I can't.
He mopped floors. You know, we had to mop the floors every
Yeah.
night before we could go home.
Yeah. But I know you go be great. I knew that.
Well,
see,
I've just
I
worked.
can see it in people.
Well, I just worked. But I enjoy working. I enjoy
know it.
doing what I do. And
I don't know. You impress me. I mean, not too many people impress me, 'cause I can sort of pull them out. You
Yeah.
know. Some
my
of
wife really likes you.
well, I work from my heart. It's
But when you came out of high school, did you go to high school?
yeah. I went to College Hill. I graduated in '59. Yeah. Yeah, we used to have a band.
Who was in your class? Or thereabouts?
Barbara Jean Johnson, the Johnson boys' sister, and
Andrew?
yeah,
Avery.
sister. She was in Barbara Jean, yeah, and Leslie Keene. I got their picture at home.
Was that,
we went to D.C. in '59.
was that all black then?
Yeah. We graduated the next year. They was integrating the school.
So yours the last grade that did. So you didn't have any whites in your class, and there was no blacks in the other.
No, I just had to meet them on the street.
Now,
in the jobs. I worked while I was going to school. See. Sure.
How did you get to College Hill? That was a long haul, wasn't it?
School bus from Charleston would run.
All the way to college, the way to basically down here.
Yeah, College Hill. Yeah. Then I
That was
ride
a pretty
back.
good drive, wasn't it?
And then I ride back, and then I got off the school bus and worked for Terry Brock at a little store right there on the corner across from the school. Sure did. While the rest of people went home and went to bed, I stayed at the Brock store, deliver groceries. Sure did.
Was right across? Was that on the corner?
Yeah. Yep, sure was. Did that job. I create jobs. I go in and ask them.
Do you think that the secret to making money is finding a need and filling it?
There you go. That's it.
I mean, look for where they're needing it.
There you go. That's my big thing. See,
you know what?
Just like Wall River,
They had a need.
Most people would have been satisfied with that one salary. You know what? 20th Century Fox paid. What did I do? I blowed up about 4. See?
But that was out of necessity.
Oh, yeah, but I had some money. I mean, I never was broke, you know. But I do it because it was a joy. Can you do it, Paul? Yes, I can do it, Lord. And I take that money somebody else broke, I shift it to them. And what they do with it, I said, don't come back here broke. I help you one time, get you started. That's right. I got people jobs at the hospital, and some of them just, too much, too hard. Hadn't even tried it good.
That's embarrassing too, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you try to get somebody a job, you vouch for them.
Yeah, I did that.
And the ones you don't vouch for might have been better.
Yeah.
That's always
It's
a problem.
White and black.
Did you work nights? Who else worked over? Was it Ralph Blair that worked over there? Remember Ralph Blair? Not Ralph Blair.
Blair.
Yeah, it was Ralph. He worked in the machine, in the mechanic place there at Bradley Memorial. I think I might have his name wrong. But you worked like second shift there?
Yeah, I worked second, first, and third most time. I went home. I just worked when I had a regular shift, but when somebody lay out, they said Crenshaw do it. You know, I was trained. I liked it. I mean, that's
You're not complaining.
work for being a necessary. You know, needed. Mm-hmm. Work yourself where you need it. I like it. That's a challenge. Mm-hmm. See, don't work where you sit down, can go sleep, and
Your mind get to wondering.
yeah.
What about these people that have so many mental illnesses now? Do you think that's more the era we're in, or did they have those problems? I mean, you being 85 now, do we have more people with mental illness now, or did we then?
They make it. They make it a mental illness by bad habits.
More so now than then?
Yeah, because they getting lazy. See, lazy produce problems, health problems.
And health and mental.
Yeah. They side by side. Yeah.
So you think what the body feels, the mind will follow, sort of?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's just like coffee. If you know you should quit coffee, quit. Don't stay on it. Quit. Cut down. Then quit.
But you think people that don't work, you think that back then people worked more?
Yeah.
And they had less mental illness?
There you go. See?
Is it because you think it's directly related to staying busy?
Yeah.
Because your mind's going to focus on something.
On something.
You can either give it something or it'll make something up.
Yeah. What? Now, I've been working at Stacy about 2 to 3 months, I think. Now, just think. And I was getting up about 10:30 and taking my medicine, you know. And I told my wife, I said, I'm going to have to stop this. She said, what? I said, getting up at this time of day. So I went and talked to Stace. I said, do you need somebody to wash dishes or something? He said, sure, yeah. I said, okay. I said, don't worry about the money. If you got some, just give me gas money, you know. He said, no, I'll take care of you. I said, so my wife said, do you really want to do it? I said, yeah. I said, I need to. I got to get out of this habit. See, I know that I was going down. I mean, where lots of people say, that's what you want to do, quit work. No.
Do you feel better now that you've got somewhere to go? You got some time to be there?
Thank you.
How much different do you feel health-wise?
I went to the doctor on my last checkup and said, Paul, you come up 3 notches.
And that's simply from going down to Stacy's and helping out and having to be somewhere.
Right.
That's what we're talking about.
Yes, that's it.
So if you got mental problems, get busy.
There you go. I didn't have the mental problem. I didn't let them come on.
Well, that might have come on after a while.
There you go. See? And then people say, I had more people come in, Stacy, say, why would you want to work like that? I know you don't have to. I said, that's the reason I'm working. I know I don't have to. See? That's a good reason.
And it may help him out, too.
Oh, it does. It does. It works both ways.
Well, he gets busy around 12, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. But see, I'm used to it. Yeah. I like for you to be busy. Yeah. See, I'm a type of person, if you got a business, get people. Get them in there. See?
Yeah, get the traffic.
Right.
Get the traffic. Worry about the rest will work its way out.
That's it. See, that's the reason I always marry you.
I used to build houses. I would have paid them to let me build it so I get something going.
Yeah. See?
I did a few.
Well,
but it gets you more business.
Yeah. It's not.
What was it? Bruce Renner. You remember Bruce Renner? Bruce Renner?
Yeah.
He used to say, activity creates activity.
That's right.
Where'd you meet your wife? She go to College Hill?
No, she went to Cook High, Athens.
How'd y'all meet?
Church. I had a girlfriend. And she didn't see God at first in my life. She didn't want to. She'd go to church sometime. It wasn't a big thing. And I said, honey, you got to go to church. Yeah, no. Don't have to. I said, okay. I said, when I leave tonight, you won't see me no more. She said, what? I said, you won't see me no more. I left. She never did. So one Sunday, I went to church and my wife was sitting, I think, on the first row. And all these girls I took home to my mother while she was living. She shake her head. You don't want to, you don't need that. And when I took this girl that was sitting in church, when I took her to mother, my mother said, she's the one. She sure did.
She knew that.
Yeah. And been married 58 years. She ain't never went home. The girl ain't never went home.
58 years.
Yeah. Yeah. We got three kids. And they all take care of their mama and daddy. Like I tell you, I don't have to work. See? Because we raised them, we took care of them, and they are ready to take care of us.
Are they all in Cleveland?
Huh?
They all in Cleveland?
No. Udawal, my son, took over the cleaning business, and my other son, he got Singers. He's the manager over Singers in Atlanta.
Is that right?
Yeah. And my daughter worked for her. She's a court reporter. So
In Chattanooga.
in Cleveland.
Oh.
Yeah, Bradley County.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well, let me ask you this. They 58 years. That's tough, isn't it?
no. No. I never did have a problem.
None?
None. We have disagreed,
Yeah.
but we always come to decision. See? It's not hard.
No.
I love my wife today as much as I did the first day. That's right. And check it out. You can check it out with anybody that know us.
How old were you when you got married?
Oh, God. I can't even say.
Mid-20s? Late 20s?
Yeah. I say late, about 29, I believe. About 29. Yeah.
Well, it's been a good life, hasn't it?
Huh?
It's been a
I
good
love
life.
it.
Do you stick with one religion, or do you just
One religion, one Jesus.
But whether it's Pentecostal or
care.
Baptist,
It don't matter. It don't matter.
They're all on the same team.
Right. One Jesus. Yeah. I love you. You my brother. Regardless how you feel, you my brother.
We're all thinking the same. It's
That's
just
it.
a little different twist
That's
on
it.
it.
That's it. You can name it whatever you want to. I don't have no problem with it. See,
Now, your wife, did she work for Phil Driscoll?
she's went places. They toured. They've been everywhere. Yeah.
What was she a singer or
Yeah,
what?
singer. Yeah, she sang. That's her calling. She sang. Yeah. She gospel. Yeah. And
Did she sing the old hymns?
Yeah, or new ones. She can sing.
Yeah.
That's what she does.
Now you were in a band too, right?
Well, yeah, I had to down the band.
Who was in the band?
Oh, Avery. No.
Avery Johnson?
Yeah, that's back before I got married and everything. I ain't played since then. I ain't
What did you play?
piano, organ,
What kind of music?
rock and roll.
What was the rock and roll? Let's see.
Little richer stuff.
John Lee Hooker?
Yeah.
Or John Lee Hooker wasn't rock and roll really, was it?
No, I could play just about anything. Fats Domino, Little Richard, and all them boys. Yeah, B.B. King.
Did you sing too?
No,
Who's
just working keys.
Who was the singer?
I don't know who we had. We had some girls. Yeah,
Did you play anywhere?
we went to Ooltewah and different places, Chattanooga. But back then, you didn't have to go too far.
Did you play anywhere in Cleveland?
No, I don't think I did. No, Cleveland. Unless it was over on 6th Ward, Happy Feet.
House of Happy Feet?
Yeah.
That's where Larry Presswood used to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. I'm telling you, boy, back in them times, them days, see, I know that I was going to live a long time. And this is what people don't look. They say, well, if it's a good Lord will, I'll make it. If it's not, I won't. Now you can't figure like that. God put you here and he give you sense. Now, if you don't grab it, it go pass you by.
You're 85 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If you had, what's the secret to raising kids?
Well, I think is showing them the way you live. See, you set the example. Mm-hmm. You always see. We taught our kids to come to work, with us, to empty trash can, we would pay them if they worked, But if they need something out, we pay them. I mean, we give them money, But we wasn't free with money, see.
So you think the example is more than what you tell them?
Right.
Maybe?
Yes, because they watching. They watching you. See, the example. Now, just like me and my wife, I never touch my wife, hit her. You see, I never do that. I always respect her, If we disagree, we always make up. See, I mean, you don't have to get violent.
No.
You,
That ain't gonna change her mind
you're
anyway.
gonna make it worse. and way I live, see, I don't.
Well, we teach our kids to walk. They watch us walk. I guess they're teaching them everything else too.
I mean, and education. See, some parents I know, because I've been around a bunch of parents, white and black, no different. They let the kids tell them. They don't tell the kids tell them. That's a mistake. And they like it. Once they get like it, you can't control them.
At what age can you pretty much not control them?
See, about 14 years old.
It's just whatever they are, they
Yeah.
are. You're out of luck.
Yeah. You can see it in them, 14. See, my grandkids, I stay on them. I watch them. See, I got a keen eye for that. See, I don't let them get out. I put the word in them while they like it,
While you can be a suggestion and not a demand, I guess.
There you go. See, now you see why I love you. You know why I love you.
Well,
See?
I mean, I know
Now
what I'm saying, but it's easier said than done, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know it. You know it. Lots of people don't even say it.
And you get confused because you see other people doing
Yeah.
this and that, and you think, man, should I be doing that? And sometimes you can't afford to anyway. I mean,
yeah.
I remember Andy Griffith. Remember when Opie
Yeah.
broke the window?
Yeah.
And the guy said, why don't you help him pay for it? And Andy said, well, if I help him pay for the window, he says, when he gets older, there may be something I can't help him get out
Paid
of.
for. See?
He said, so
Isn't that
I've got to
neat?
teach him now when it's just a window.
That's reason. That is one of the reasons I like the old programs they bring out.
Oh, I do too.
See, they don't do that now.
They don't do it.
They don't do it.
That left with,
See,
I don't know what.
they let the crook get away.
Yeah.
You
Did you grow up watching TV shows?
Yeah. They wouldn't let no crook get away. They killed him.
What did you watch growing up?
Gunsmoke.
Well, I love Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
We come on Sunday nights,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Sunday night. That picture, hey, that picture made a lot of money.
It did. It's on. I got it on Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Do you have cable or Roku?
Road 2.
Boy, that's the best thing, isn't it? You can watch anything you want to. You can watch YouTube on it. If you were right now, people that are getting ready to go into college, what would you do today for a living if you had it to do all over again? If you had to go, would you go to school? Would you go to college? Would you become a doctor, a lawyer? Would you get your own business? What do you think you'd do?
Own business.
I mean, we're talking about a guy that's been successful in making a living, raising a family.
Yeah.
What would you do if you had to start over?
I'd do the same thing what I did. Start a business.
You wouldn't become a lawyer or a...
No. I believe in creating a business and hiring people, give them jobs. I believe in that.
But a lawyer would too.
Yeah, but he's,
So you would come up with a business,
yeah.
like a trucking business or
business, any kind of business, tree trimming, just
a service type
yeah,
business.
service. Yeah, I like to
Yeah.
serve. That's my big thing.
But now, if you hired people, you'd have a bunch of complications with that anymore.
Yeah, but you still could manage. I mean, you could still do
But
it.
you wouldn't be the kind that would go to 4-year college to be a
No.
doctor.
No.
You'd
No.
be Paul Crenshaw, so-and-so business.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of independence in having a small business.
Right. Small business can build a country. I mean, small business can do the most.
Have you ever noticed that if you work a little longer and a little later and maybe Saturdays, you can do away with about 3 helpers?
Oh, yeah. Well, I know. I don't believe in cutting a workforce too short. I believe in creating jobs, not cutting too many jobs. I like to see people in there.
Even if it affects the bottom line a little bit, you think the more help, maybe the better?
Yeah, but sometimes you have to cut to keep afloat, you know. Sometimes you got people that's not putting out, and they could. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you got to weed out sometimes.
Do you think some people have more of a knack for doing this and that? Are you able to kind of find where they'll fit the best?
Yeah.
Because some people can't shovel dirt.
No.
And some people can't
No.
do accounting.
No. Right.
Some people could talk to the customer, and other people are better
Can run 'em
workers,
off.
but you need to keep them away from the customer.
Yeah. 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 Because I worked for a few companies like it, had the wrong people. And I'd suggest that you need to let that person go. And they let them go, and they doing much better, see? Because, I don't know, my personality can click with anybody's personality unless they don't want to click.
If they don't, then you just forget it.
I can fade out. See, I believe in that personality. And that's what got me more jobs than anything, my personality and my work ethics, not showing up late. When I told you I'd be here, you looked out the door and I was here, see?
Did your mother teach you that, or did you just have to be that way to make it?
My mother taught me that way. She told me, say what you mean and do what you say. And that stuck with me. That stuck with me more than anything. Yeah.
You know, and back in 1959, when you left College Hill, was it really, would I be shocked to know how segregated it was?
Oh, I imagine.
I mean,
you probably would. I mean, I know how to get through it, though, see.
But I mean, I can't
It's
imagine.
pretty rough.
I mean, it would have to be a mental drain a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. And I didn't have a father, you know. Mm-hmm. I had to learn from her, you know, and just, you know, point to God and just God just help me, you know.
Larry Presswood said he lived over on Fagot Street,
Mm-hmm.
and he used to play ball and everything with, I think he said Avery or Harry Johnson or some of them, and said that he didn't know anything about really racism. He said he went to the movies at the Princess Theater, and they had to go sit up upstairs. And he said he didn't realize till that day that there was there was supposed to be a difference.
Yeah, different. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but that never did bother me. It never did, because I know how to get through it, see. See, you got to focus, and then you got to have a route that you go to get there, see.
Are you the kind of guy that writes down at night your plan for tomorrow, or do you have it in your head?
Head. when you told me about coming here,
Yeah.
see, I just registered there. See,
So you don't write down, okay, I got a calendar. Like, you have a smartphone?
no, I don't have nothing. Mine's old fashioned.
Can you text or do you not text?
No, I don't
You
just text. I let my wife do all that. You tell me something, I'll be there. See?
When you went in to clean a place, did you?
Oh, I've been Polk County. I've been bad places, both.
I bet, yeah.
I have at night. I'm telling you, preacher go off. Larry, what is his last name? Married York's daughter. Larry took over the York, do floors.
Larry Miller.
Miller,
yeah, Larry.
Yeah, me and him. His mother was my supervisor. Yeah, at the hospital in Bradley.
Is
Miss
that
Miller,
right?
yeah. Larry Miller, I did their church. I cleaned their church up. Yeah, and I was over in there late one night, but I wasn't worried. And up there, the Watson brothers, had a store in Polk County.
Yeah.
Watson.
Yeah, Johnny Watson.
Yeah,
Johnny Watson.
I used to clean up that store.
Is that right?
Yeah, Polk County, White
Overnight?
Ramsey. Yeah, White Ramsey was the sheriff. Shoot, he stopped me one time, boy. I never will forget it. He said, "I'm Whitey Ramsey." I said, "I was Blackie Paul."
You told him that?
Yeah, I told him.
Did you know who he was?
Yeah, I know who he was. I know who I was, too. I was going to clean up the bank. He said, "Follow me." Whitey Ramsey, hey, you remember that? Is he still there?
I don't know. I knew his brother,
Yeah.
Dewey. I think it was Dewey. Yeah, Dewey.
Yeah.
So he was nice to you.
Oh, who? Whitey Ramsey?
Yeah.
After I cut that joke with him, shoot, he led the way. He took care of me every time I went to Polk County. Cleaned up.
A lot of people liked him.
Huh?
A lot of people liked him, didn't they?
Yeah, they liked him. I liked him too. Shoot, he took care of me. Whitey Ramsey.
But when you went into the place, did you say, okay, I'm going to do this first, that, then that? Did you have a system?
No, I didn't have it wrote down, but I just had it in my head. I had a system.
You did have a system.
Yeah, go hit Water Level Highway, go up through Polk County, clean that, the banks, and end up in Edgewater. It's a bank up there in Edgewater, and you cut through. Then when you hit that Edgewater Road, Bowater Road,
Yeah.
you at my house.
And you had to run. So you did that. That was one of your routes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cleaning, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many times a week?
3 times a week. Yeah, most of my jobs, when I wasn't there, I was somewhere else, see? Yeah. On Saturdays, on Sunday, I didn't have to do no cleaning. I wrap them up on Friday and Saturday.
Did you work sometimes late, like 12 or 1 o'clock?
2 o'clock, 3, 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock.
And then have to be back at your regular job the next day?
I told you, sleep about 3 hours. Sure did. Did that for about 20 years.
You have to set an alarm clock to get up?
No alarm clock. Man, you rest in that head. Anybody tell you I don't care no clock. That's right.
So you didn't clean up because you loved cleaning up.
I
You just
loved
found
it. That's what I did.
But did you originally you saw the need where they needed somebody to clean up, and you thought I can do that and I can be
Yeah.
on time?
I sure was.
Because a lot of cleaning crews aren't consistent.
That's the reason I didn't have nobody but Paul Crenshaw and my wife, or if I wasn't married, I went by myself, Started that when I was single. So
you were cleaning at 26 years old.
Yeah. But your body, and I loved it. I loved to make it look good. See, and that's what got me the next. You see what I'm saying?
And you came after hours.
Yeah.
You had keys and everything? I bet you had keys to everywhere.
Yeah, I still got
Probably
some
got 'em.
keys. Yeah. I got, what is this guy named that died? Built this big building down here, right to your left.
Toby, yeah.
Toby.
Yeah.
Well, he hired me. Take care. We still in that building. Don't you see it? See what I'm saying?
Is that right?
Yeah, we still in. Been there, what, 20, 25, 30 years.
Has it been that long? Golly.
Toby, how long Toby been dead?
I guess it's been 15 years. Boy, it don't seem like it, but I think it was '09 or 2010.
Well, see, we was working before he died 15 years for him.
Did you work at his other office too?
Yeah.
You followed him wherever he went.
He was down there in Chattanooga. We worked down there.
Well, he was a good guy to work. I built for him. He was a good guy to work for.
He's the best. He let it. The people he had what messed him up on his business.
It wasn't him, was it?
No.
He'd still be going.
It sure was.
He was smart, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's smart. He talked to me just like I was. He would come in, pat me on the shoulder, say, "We got something in Chattanooga. We clean up these trailers, which you see down here, up in Tassau. Up in Tassau, them trailers, all up there.
Oh, yeah, he had
all them
those.
Yeah, Toby had all them. Said, "Can you fix it? Can you clean them up?" I said, "You want me to?" He said, "Yeah."
So you cleaned them when somebody moved out?
Yeah.
That's a different type of cleaning, isn't it?
Well, you had to get down with the dog.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad it is, we gonna make it look good.
But you still had the regular routes.
Yeah, that's
You just work it in.
Oh man, that's what you do it. You challenge.
But boy,
You don't have no challenge. You ain't going nowhere.
But you can really rake in the money if you're doing that.
Well, we wasn't hurting. The family was doing good.
When you
they're
grew-
all going to college, all the kids, grandkids. That's what it's for.
So one of your sons is taking over the business.
Yeah, he's a bad boy too. I taught him to be bad. Both of my boys. And my daughter, she's a good court reporter. Call over, they tell you. She don't
Well,
miss.
that would be a hard thing to do, wouldn't it? I don't understand how they do that.
Well,
You'll say a whole paragraph and they'll
That's
go.
right. Well, she learned from the best. I told her, get in there.
Who did she go? How did she learn to do that?
Well, she went to college.
To be a court reporter?
Yeah.
Boy, wouldn't that
All
be
my kids
complicated?
is educated. They don't. Now, I'm not educated. I talk from the heart. I mean, I'm not educated.
Yeah.
I go by the, see, when I know your brain, it's the gift I have. See.
So when you grew up, did y'all have? You didn't have TV for a while, right?
No.
Do you remember when TV came out?
Yeah, I remember all of it.
How old were you when you got your first TV?
I guess I was about 20. Yeah, because I had to pay for everything. Well, I didn't have no father. I had to go by steps, you know. Yeah, get the most important first, and then do like that. I do like that now. Where lots of people get new cars,
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
So what would be the first thing? Health insurance?
Yeah, yeah.
That's important. Isn't it?
Yeah, take care of that body. See, I'm with that now. See, people don't have checkup and all that kind of stuff. That's the reason they have a short life. God put doctors here just like he put everybody else.
But sometimes don't you think they'll get in there and check stuff and find something wrong that, it's not that bad, and just worry you to death?
Well, I'm the type of person like this. If I go to you, that's just like me coming down here. I'm not going to tell you a lie or tell you something I ain't done. I'm going to tell you the truth. And I want my doctor to tell me the truth. and they'll tell you. And all my doctors.
What kind of ailments you got? You got any?
Yeah, I got asthma. I got the shakes, the tremor, as they call it tremor. But sometimes, see, I go by the doctor. See? Still. You see, you got to train yourself. And a bunch of people don't even know that. I got tremor, asthma.
What's tremor?
Tremor
Just
is picking up something. And
but if you concentrate, you don't do it.
no, that's right. See, concentrate. See?
Do you think that you drink a lot of water or anything?
Yeah, I drink water. Yeah, see, so many people, reason they come up short, they don't do the right thing.
You eat a lot of salt, or do you stay away from salt?
Well, I try to stay away from salt. I salt a little bit, not much, I tell you. And like, drink Coca-Colas or something, I
Yeah.
just drink about every 3 days or something. I hit that water. See, God put water here. See.
Yeah, we put this here.
Yeah, that's what money. That's what I'm saying. See. And just like so many people cut their lives short by doing the wrong thing. See. You can shorten your life, or you can make your life longer. The Bible tells you can ask for a long life, and you can live a long life if you do the right thing.
If you were young today, would you get into computers and learn all that stuff? Or are you just at the point you think, what's the point now?
Well, if I was young, I would learn it, but it's not so much what you learn, it's what you do. You know, you can have it, and if you had to use it, you can use it. But now, I'm the old school.
So you think you start working and you'll learn what you need versus learning something and then get a job?
Yeah. You can see now. If I was about 17, now way I think now, if I was 17, I wouldn't think this way. You know, if I was about 17, because you got to go with the time. You got to watch yourself. Because back then we didn't have these telephones. What we got now, see. So, yeah, you know.
But you'd still be in a service industry.
But you still got to have that telephone, you know.
You got to have it now. Internet.
Yeah, you got to have it.
You keep your books on the computer, or you keep still hard copies?
Well, my wife keeps all that. People that call me from my phone like you did.
Yeah.
See, I got a flip top. You just call me.
If you ever break that, you won't be able to get one, will you?
No. I'm particular with it.
You're liable to drop it tomorrow.
I'm particular.
Do you think that Charleston will see a resurrection of a booming town?
Yeah.
Was it when you
I
were...
might not be here, but I hope I will.
Well, downtown, when you were 19, so we're talking 1960.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was downtown Charleston
it was booming.
booming.
Yeah. But see, Wild River was playing a part of that. And they should have continued. I tried to talk to them. They wouldn't listen to the brain. See, we could have been like, what is Gatlinburg?
Gatlinburg, yeah. Because they got the water.
Yeah. See, the river right there where I kept Montgomery Cliff whiskey is right there. Man, I talked, and he didn't pay no attention to me. I didn't know what I was talking about.
But now you know some. I bet cleaning all these people's places, you could write a book about stuff you ain't going to talk about, right?
I know. Banner, I did something for the Banner, and you know, I could write a book. Because I got a good memory. I have. I got a good memory.
Did your mother-
for my age?
Did your mother live to be older?
Yeah, she about 67 when she died. Yeah. I'm telling you, boy.
Did you?
Charleston, but the best of Charleston can come up.
It can come up.
Yeah.
It's got it all. It's got sewer. It's got
Yeah.
wide roads. It's
Right.
got the river. It's got the main 411 coming
Right.
through it. And property is relatively cheaper than it is here.
There you go. There you go. That's number one. What if you ain't got the land? What can you build?
But I don't know how far sewer goes around there.
Yeah, that can be fixed.
You know, I built those apartments there in Charleston.
Yeah, I know.
Cottages.
Yeah, yeah,
Those little bitty things.
yeah. But Charleston can explode. It got the land to do it. They got the
They've
land.
got everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what they need, but
It's no sense in Charleston being in the position and not acting on it.
do you see where they may close that railroad crossing, where you go across to Stacy's?
Mm-hmm.
They won't do that, will they?
I don't think they will. I don't think
I don't
they
know.
will.
I don't know how they could really.
No. Charleston, they got everything you need to
They got
progress.
it all.
You know?
Everything. Hey, I remember reading about that guy that said they had remember the wreck they had, the railroad that went across the river, the railroad track, the train that wrecked, and people claimed that coming down that railroad track on Depot Street that you can see a ghost train coming sometime. Have you ever heard that story?
Yeah, I heard it, but I ain't want to hang around to see it. Yeah,
But you have heard that, haven't you?
Yes, I heard it, but I ain't gonna hang around.
I mean, there's
there.
some people that claim they've seen it.
Well, I don't want to see nothing like it moving.
Is your which family which cemetery is your family buried at? Up there?
Up on the white side, on this side, where's the school?
That would be Charleston Community Cemetery,
Yeah.
I believe,
Mhm.
right? Close
Yeah.
to Carl's place.
Yeah. Yeah, Carl.
Yeah.
Close to his place. Boy, he don't make a noise.
He don't make a noise.
He don't.
We don't have to worry about him watching this. He
No.
won't watch it, would he?
No.
He'd say, "Well, I don't know. I might not."
Carl don't show no ambitions, you know.
No, but he's always moving forward.
Yeah.
He's
But he not like Jones though.
No.
Jones is my man. He moves.
He's moving forward.
Yeah.
And Carl is too. You're just
Yeah,
not going
but-
to. There's no waves in the water.
I
He's
would
just
get
going
lazy behind him.
Yeah. I went up there to eat at Stacy's with him about 2 weeks ago, and we just finished eating, and he got $5 out of his pocket and said,
No.
he said, "Hey," he said, "use this towards the bill."
Yeah.
I mean, why didn't he just say, "Buy my lunch"?
Now he ain't gonna put it like that. He gonna do it the way he does it.
What's the next business for? I can't figure out where sewer actually is in Charleston.
Well, I
don't know who to ask.
don't know. I don't know myself. Charleston, boy, they got it. It should be bursting open, just open, man.
Do you realize how close that, like Stacy's restaurant is,
Yeah.
to Upper River Road?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if there's a lot of people that eat in there that are from that side of the county because it's a straight shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got like 5 straight shots to
Yeah.
Charleston. There's a reason why Charleston was actually a community before Bradley County was. That's why they had Ross's Landing there.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, it's not like we've discovered it.
No.
It was already. It's been there.
See, See, I know that myself. See,
There'll be a day when you can't afford to buy anything in Charleston.
I know, but you got to have the right people in front of. For a town to grow, you got to have the right people. It's just like working a puzzle. If you ain't got the right pieces, you ain't gonna complete that puzzle.
Just gonna be a mess. Walter Good, did you know him well?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm kin to him.
How is he related?
He's kin to he's a Good, and my mother was his mother's sister. That's the way you related.
Walter's mother was your mother's sister.
Mm-hmm.
He was always real nice to me.
Yeah, that's the way he is.
You ever get any speeding tickets in Calhoun?
No, they all know me.
Oh.
I don't break the law.
You would drive 36.
That's right. My car. I don't break laws. I do what's right.
Would you drive, if you drive 36 through there, then you might get a ticket.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna stop me on that.
They'll stop me.
They know where I live and they know where I'm going, and I don't drink, I don't do, see, people sometimes put themselves in the wrong place, If they see my car at 11 o'clock, they know I've been working. See?
They know you're not leaving a bar or
That's
something.
it. That's it.
You're either going or coming to work.
That's it.
Where do you grocery shop at?
Cleveland. At, what is it?
You don't go to Piggly Wiggly there in Charleston?
No, they too high.
They don't have very big selection either, do they?
No.
And
They'll go out of business for long.
They got a lot of off-brand stuff, too.
Yeah. Watch and see what I tell you. They'll go out of business for long.
What will happen then? They need a store there. They need a grocery
Somebody
store.
else will take it and modernize it,
And here we go again.
Yeah.
So where do you go? Do you go Food City or something?
Yeah, that's where we go.
Is it
Different place in Walmart, We just eat certain stuff,
You eat a lot of meat?
No, I just eat chicken and every once in a while a hamburger. Every once in a while, I'm particular.
You eat a lot of
what you eat.
You eat a lot of sweets?
No, Stacy tried to get me to get different stuff. I said, Stacy, I'm gonna lay off a little bit, and he sort of lay off. And
Well, if you don't get the cobbler, you're out. I've noticed a lot of people will get it first.
Yeah.
So that before they get in line.
Yeah.
So.
Stacy's a good cook. He's clean and he do what's right. He never into a bunch of old mess. See, me and him talk all the time. He's
the waitress is there. She's real nice too.
Yeah. She's a good girl. Yeah, all of them nice. Yeah, all of them nice. And I work there to help, and he helped me. I believe in family. If you ain't got a family, you better get one.
Yeah. Well, I'll be there Tuesday. Nothing blows up.
I know you just a good. You do good too. You do good. I like what you do. Yeah.
Well, Paul, people like you is what made America great.
I try my best. If I tell you something, I'm gonna do what I say. Or don't.
Are you looking forward to the next 10 years?
Yeah. I'll be there. I sure will. I'll be there.